Guys. So today we have a new book called After the Fall How Humpty Dumpty Got Back Up Again. And I'm going to show you some features of this book too. So this part right here is actually called the jacket of the book. It's on a lot of our hardcover books. And on the inside part, it tells you a little bit about the story. So it says, "My name is Humpty Dumpty. I'm famous for falling off a wall. You may have heard about it, but that's only half the story, because I decided to get back up. And when I did, something amazing happened. This story is about my life after the fall. Inspiring and unforgettable, this epilogue to the beloved classic nursery rhyme will encourage even the most afraid to overcome their fears, learn how to get back up, and reach new heights." On the back of our book jacket tells a little bit about the author. Okay? So just to help it make it easier to read, I want to take the jacket off because sometimes it gets in the way. Oh, and our cover's a little bit different. Sometimes they're the same, but this one happens to be different. There's our cover. Oh, I see a ladder on the wall. All right. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know, it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounded a little grand. It was just an accident, but it changed my life. It says Kings County Hospital. There's maybe his bedroom. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together. Oh, look, do you see some band-aids on him? Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. So now he won't sleep in his bed? He's afraid? Aw. He's at the grocery store. There's another ladder. Oh, I see. All those yummy cereals are up on top. And twigs and berries are on the bottom. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things, like his favorite cereals, because he won't climb the ladder. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it, because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching the birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Do you see it? That little paper airplane? I wonder what his idea will be. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. Oh, look, he scratched his finger. A paper cut. Those hurt. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. Until I got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy again in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds, but it was as close enough. So he made a plane that looked like a bird, and he flew it in the air. Close enough, he said. Sticky pages. Unfortunately, accidents happen. Look at his face. Uh-oh. I hope something didn't happen. They always do. Uh-oh, it's his wall. Where's the bird plane going? Did you see it? His bird plane is on the top of the wall. I almost walked away again, but then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. He's got to get his plane. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. Terrified, that's a very strong word for scared. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. Do you see? He made it to the top. And he wasn't afraid any longer. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Look, it says crack, crack. Uh-oh. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. Oh. Underneath his cracks is something else. There are no words on this page. But do you see the eggshells flying off? I even see a Band-Aid flying off. And I learned how to fly. Oh my goodness, that's quite the illustration. Here's the bird. Here's what's left of the egg. And some pants and a shirt. His tie. Oh my goodness, inside that egg was the bird. And that's the end. And on the very back, you see a shadow or an outline of a bird. Well, that was my first time reading that story. I liked it. I hope you did too. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.